This week's homework is on rounding to the nearest 10, 100,000 and 10,000. So I'm going to go through the questions that are highlighted in yellow, the ones that are called Let's Learn, and then you're going to have a go at the Your Turn ones, okay? So you can fill in my answers on your sheet, that's absolutely fine. And then you need to do your own, okay? So you've got this sheet and that's what you need to fill in for me. So if I go through this, if I'm rounding to the nearest 10, I'm looking at the tens column, which is this one here. Okay, so remember, so if I do it up here, we've got 4,549. We've got thousands, hundreds, tens, and units. If we're rounding to the nearest 10, we're looking at these two digits here. So the 4 and the 5 at the beginning are not going to change. Okay, it's this that we're looking at. So to the nearest 10, is it closer to 50, which is the next one up, or 40, the one below it? Okay, well, obviously 49 is closer to 50, so we would round it to 50. Let's go across and do the tens again. So this one is, we're going to leave the 2 and the 3, and then we've got 82. So we're looking at whether 82 is closer to 80 or 90. And yeah, obviously it's closer to 80. The last one, so we've got, this one's slightly different, okay? So we can't just put the 5 and the 8 down. We could, and then you'll see why we're going to have to change it in a moment. We've got 96. 96 is either going to round to 90 or 100. So it rounds to 100. So actually what we have to do is we have to change this 8 to a 9 and put 2 zeros. Okay, the next one, we're going to round to the nearest 100, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to look at the hundreds column this time. So the 4 is going to stay as it is. We've got 549, so does it round to 500 or 600? Well, this one rounds to 500. The next one, we've got a 2, and then we've got 382. So 382, is that going to round to 300 or 400? Obviously, it's closer to 400. Okay, and the last one, we've got our 5,000 and we've got 896. So does that round to 800 or 900? It'd round to 900 because it's closer to that number. If it helps you, you could do it on a number line. So if we look at this first one again, this 4,549 to the nearest 10. So you would have the, if I have a little number line, so we'd have 4,549 in the middle. And you've got to imagine what would happen. So the next one up, because we're going in tens, you'd have got to figure out what the next 10 would be. Well, that's 4,550. The one below it will be 4,540. So if you imagine this number on the number line, which one it's closer to, well, obviously it's going to be closer to that one because it's only 1 away. Whereas this way, it's 9 away. So you can do it on a number line thinking like that. Okay, okay, the next one's around to the nearest 1,000. So we're looking at that first digit. So it's actually, this one's probably the easiest one to do now. So 4,549, does it round to 4,000 or 5,000? It rounds to 5,000 because it's over halfway. So the next one is 2,382 rounded to the nearest 1,000. So is it going to be 2,000 or 3,000? So this one will be 2,000. And then the last one here, 5,896. Is it closer to 5,000 or 6,000? That's 6,000. Here are the next ones. Okay, so now you have a go at your questions.